Hi guys, welcome back. So, another pick a card reading. I thought it was time because you guys really seem to enjoy these and I love doing these readings because it's something different than the general readings and they really seem to resonate with you guys. So, I've put down five different group of cards. So I'm just gonna say five cards because it's easier. If you've never been in a pick card reading, I'm gonna explain it to you guys really quickly. The idea is to either you have a question or maybe you're just open for some guidance from the universe on your situation. Focus on the five group of cards and really let your intuition guide you towards one of these. Or it could also be two. Some people pick two because they just feel guided, and some people just pick one. It's really up to you. That's the whole idea of this reading. Is like you trusting your own intuition to pick the right card. So, I always love to hear which card you pick. I love to hear you guys' reactions on the reading. So, thank you so much if you're deciding to share it with me. Yeah, let's get started with the first card. I'm going to put this aside. Oh, sorry. This is number one, this is number two, this is number three, and this is number four and number five. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you guys know. Okay, let's put them on the side. Let's start with the first two cards. I have Messenger of Thought and I have Strength. I'm going to read this to you guys and then we're going to talk about it. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You never really alone, and we're always with you. That's a really beautiful message, actually. It's a confirmation for you guys that you are always backed up. You got the strength, you have the power to go through the situation where you're going through or to make the right decision in it. I'm going to read the Messenger of Thought card. A new topic or intellectual project is really exciting for you. There's so much to learn before you feel ready to move forward on it. New information may require changes to your plan. Review all documents carefully. You now will meet or are somebody who loves to learn and share knowledge. This person is brilliant and truthful, but also blunt and very diplomatic. So, what I'm getting with this instantly is actually the fact that you're trying to make changes to your situation. You're trying to make build up something. Maybe it has to do something with work. But what they're really saying is that you got this. You just have to be open for the universe to show you which direction is the right one right now. Because I feel that what you got on your mind, your idea is the right idea. It's just it asks you to be sort of flexible when it comes to the timing, when it comes to the direction and the way, but the core itself, the idea is the right idea. That's really what I'm getting with this. So there might be something coming up that is sort of like a moment where you're like, wait, hold up, I did not see this coming. I don't know, I don't understand what's happening over here. Like, is this like what is going on? And they're really asking you to, it may require you to change your plans or review, and they're asking you to review documents carefully. So it is actually really just testing you. It really is sort of testing you, and that's not negative in any sort of way. It's just reminding you of, like, listen, you have more than enough strength. You know how to deal with this. You are able and capable of it. Maybe you are dealing with an air sign or you are an air sign yourself, and they're really saying, like, listen, tap into that energy because you got it in you. And also what they're saying is, like, listen, you have a story to tell. You have this knowledge, you can share it. So they really are sort of giving a confirmation on that. It's like, listen, you are here for that purpose. That is the right way to go. Only just be open for the lessons that are around it, and just keep your energy open when it comes to universe really showing you like sort of open doors. And you're like, oh, I wasn't really expecting this to happen or that to go like that, but I guess I can just be flexible and go with it because I have the bigger plan in mind. And they're like what they always say, right? There are multiple way towards Rome, and that's really what it is. But the Rome, that's the core in the end. That's like it could be that you're dealing with a divorce. That's not for everybody, but it's for some of you guys, because I'm really feeling that it's like it could be dealing with a divorce and you just are like sort of fighting or having like a lot of meetings and stuff about the custody of, from the children and all of that. And it is now a situation that really requires you to just look at the documents, show up in the meeting, try to see things from multiple angles, and everybody is emotional and then there's emotions involved, but the core, so Rome are the kids, right? So they're like maybe going a little bit like this, but the core itself, like the goal in it is the kids and their well-being, and that they're happy and stuff, and safe and taken care of. And that's really what they're asking. It's like, even though all these outside factors are coming at you, know what it is you're focused on. Like, keep your focus on that, and know that you have the strength to overcome whatever hurricane decides to come your way. You got this. So that's really what I'm getting for card number 1. It's a little bit all over the place, but that's because there's a lot of people viewing these readings, and I want to make sure that I'm getting a broader perspective on the cards itself. So thank you so much. This was your card. And let's go into card number 2. Okay, so we have nature and we have letting go. And that's exactly literally what nature is doing at the moment, right? It's shedding the trees are shedding their leaves and just, letting it go. It's like, that's really what the nature itself is like doing right now. It's literally letting go and letting the new come in. Okay, so let's see what these cards have to say. I'm gonna put this here. Okay. Letting go. Releasing the past can seem like a challenge, but it can also be very liberating. Your angels will help you to let go so that you can fly higher than ever before. Endings always herald new beginnings. Choose to allow the situation to lead you to a more joyful life. Change your life by changing your thoughts. Wow, that's a really powerful card. I'm going to read the nature card and then we're going to talk about it. This is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. I'm sorry that you see? That's beautiful. Okay, so very strong message. You guys that pick card number 2 are going through a healing phase, are going through a transition phase in life where you come out of a relationship and rebuilding and rediscovering your own and yourself. I'm feeling this doesn't have to be for everybody. It could be something from the past, could be something that you went through when you were growing up. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I really felt that sneeze coming like a long time. I'm glad it's out now. Okay, let's get back to it. Yeah. It could be dealing with something that happened in your childhood, and you're learning how to let it go and not let it be your guideline. I'm getting. It's like sometimes when we walk around with past hurt and when we're very cautious in life, because we just don't want that to happen again. We just, everything can happen, but just don't. Like, I'm not gonna break my heart again in this lifetime. Like, I can't go through that, or can't go through this, and it's very cautious. Like, okay, don't come too close to my heart. Don't have effect on my emotions. I just want to see these things rationally. And it's actually has been sort of like the pathway you've been walking on, and they're really asking you, it's like, listen, we want you to achieve everything you are worthy of in this life, and by just living without using your heart and just not letting anything in or coming in, anything come out, we can't lift you up. We can't get you off this path. We want you to heal and live and enjoy life. That's really what I'm getting. It's like choose it to allow this situation to lead you to a much more joyful life. So it's about the experience. It's like, if you love again and you might end up hurt, that doesn't mean that in that moment you haven't lived life. And that's also a part of life, and it's a cycle. And you evolved through this situation. You're not the same person anymore, I'm getting. And it's time to embrace that new you. And embrace that without the fear that comes with it. And really saying, like, listen, you can find a lot of healing energy when it comes to just being outside in nature. When it comes to having way more positive thoughts, because they really change your life by changing your thoughts. Most definitely you can start off, I don't know if you're familiar with the book or with the movie, just by getting a different perspective on the whole thought process of things. It might be good to pick up a book like The Secret, or watch the movie The Secret. I think it's on Netflix in most areas, but you can have a look if you're not familiar with that at all. Of course, it goes way deeper than just the book and stuff, and it really does, but it is just by becoming aware of your thought process. It's like, really, okay, where my thought process is vibrating on. Is it on love, or is it based on fear? Is it something that people feed me, or is it truly my own beliefs? What is going on, and really within, and reflecting on that. So a lot of healing that's happening, like I said, and it's just really time to give all the three aspects. Yes, your mind needs nourishment, but also your body, and most definitely your soul. They all have an equal right to speak, and to be a guideline in your life. It's like it's a three-way. It's not just a one-way street. And I feel that your soul is entitled to take over for a while, and let her decide which direction you should go, and what people you should have and keep around you, and what people should leave, because they just literally only feed the fear. Have a look at that. They're really like guiding you towards that. So you will find nourishment in nature. Have long walks if you can, if you're able to do that, or just sit outside, just in the park. Connect with nature and just practice being really in the moment without having any fearful thoughts. If that's first 1 minute that you are able to do that, or is it 2 or 3 minutes, good. Build that up of like living in the moment and not feeding your fear constantly with like the same thought processes I'm getting. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for card number two. Sorry. Thank you so much if this was your card. And we're gonna go into card number 3. Cards number 3. We have caregiver, and then we have healer of action. Let's see. Isn't this cat so cute? Look at his little face. Oh, he looks so cute. I'm sorry. I just love animals so much. I can't help it. I'm just like, oh, he's so cute. Oh, guys, so bad. I know. I just enjoy little things in life. I guess I'm just, yeah. So let's move on. Yes, healer of action. This is a time when you can do whatever you set your mind to if your heart is open. You're being asked, how beautiful is that? Sorry. You say when your heart is open and the other card's literally with a heart. That's interesting. Okay, let's move on. You're being asked to do many things at once. You won't mind as long as you know you're making a difference. This card indicates someone who's loving, intelligent, passionate, and fun, which could definitely describe you. This person can handle difficult situations with grace. Wow. If you pick this card, you are a really beautiful soul. I'm just saying. Caregiver. Where we are with you, and Spirit has his own way of recognizing the care and love you provide to others. Wow. If there's not a one better combination of cards, and I don't know what is. Like, it's literally the best combination ever. Especially at the end of their lives. Just as you received care and love at the start of your life, caregivers often focus all their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. So, it's time for some real serious self-love and self-care. Putting yourself first just to make sure you are taking care of you and being healthy, you have enough energy to be able to give the beautiful love that you can give. Probably dealing with a lot of cancers picking up this card, but there are many signs that have this caring, abilities. So I just really feel connected with the cancers to this card. What they're literally saying is that, yes, you are a beautiful soul. Yes, you love deeply. Yes, you are really good at taking care of other people and their souls and, giving them courage, giving them wisdom, giving them strength. That's all what you represent. You are really able and capable of that in this life. It's also part of your life path. But right now, it's time for your heart's desires to be at number one. It's time to pick that up. What is it? What is it you want to do? What is it you want to create? You gotta go for it. It's like literally they're saying, listen, you can do whatever you set your mind to right now if your heart is open. If your heart is open towards self. If you're able to tap into that energy and feel what's here, feel what is your desire, and then set your mind to do whatever it is and whatever it takes to make yourself happy first. So yes. I'm sorry, I was reading the cards one more time. It is a time where it's challenging because maybe you've recently started up something for yourself and now all your family members or maybe your husband or something like that, people that are very close to you, all of a sudden go through this wave of like new jobs and getting the fired or maybe getting divorced, and like they're going through all these major changes, and they're literally all knocking at your door while you're out here trying to do your own thing. So they're asking you, it's like literally asking you to juggle so many things at once. You kind of want that to be there for everybody, but you also just want to keep creating what you are doing right here. So they're asking you to just know that you are able to handle that. Don't start to talk to yourself like, listen, it's too much and I can't and I don't know what to do. It's like, no, I know what to do, but I'm gonna do it one by one. Today it's me and tomorrow I will help someone else. It's you have that ability to really look at the situation, handle things with grace. So don't be mean or don't like, knock it off. It's not you anyway. But I'm just saying, it's like handle it with grace. It's like, for example, when you say no to something, you don't have to like be really mean about it. You can also just handle it with grace. Say, listen, I would love to, but no. I would love to come, but I'm not gonna come, like that. So That's really what they're saying. It's like, listen, keep doing this. You know, even though that you have distractions and people want to take you off your path right now, don't let them. Things are about to move really fast, so you gonna really book some successes with this thing. It's just how you handle it is very important at the moment. So thank you so much if you have picked card number 3. We're gonna go in card number 4. Cards number 4. Successful completion, sorry, and we have believe. I love these cards. Okay. This is a time of incredible accomplishments. You're justified in feeling joy and sense of completion and pride in the amazing job that you have done. You've been blessed with many spiritual insight. Soon, you'll begin a new journey, but for now, take time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. And then we have the card of belief. The force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible. The difference between success or failure and all above who you are is the power of your belief. So, you gotta believe that this is for you. You gotta believe that this is it, the successful completion. That's really what they're showing me instantly. I'm like, it's some serious manifesting over here. You know, it is. The time is coming. The time is here. The time is coming where things are finally working out. And it's really learning how to love the whole process of it, right? It's like, for example, when a movie star or a singer or anything rises up really quickly, like they have an overnight hit, you know, if they put it like that. So all of a sudden they went from struggling, making music, but nobody was listening to it, to like a hit. And then bum, all the comes this attention. It's like a rush. It's like they are there, but they're not really there. And then at one point there will come a time where things slow down and then they sometimes break down. But often they say like, listen, if I can go back towards that point, I would just tell myself, I wish I would have enjoyed it more. I wish I would have been more in the moment of the whole rising and the whole being in the moment, because like Nicki Minaj once, like her song, right? Like years and years ago, when she had like moment for life. She's like, I wish I could have this moment for life, because that was the moment where she was actually aware and awake and had that moment of like, wow, this is it. I know that this is not going to last forever, but right now in this moment, everything is real. And it's kind of sort of believing in that as well. Is that you can have this moment, you're creating that moment where you can feel it, but the whole process of it, of like getting the first steps done and all the little completions and stuff, you know, it's like that's part of the journey, and the journey itself is the success. That's where the success comes from. It's like when you're at the top, you can really feel it that you're at the top. The only thing you are sort of connecting to it is the way up. It's like you know where you want to go, and that's sort of your real connection to like being there. But once you're there and you have nothing to work for anymore, that whole rush and adrenaline goes away. So it's like really being in the moment of every single moment in this process I'm getting. So they're really saying, like, listen, you overcame and you did so much in your life. You know, you really did. Maybe you're not where you want to be, but that's, like I said, you're still on your journey up. You know, as long as you're breathing, you still have things to share. You still have things to learn. You still have time to grow. As long as you're breathing, it's not connected to age. It's connected to whether you're still here or not on earth, right? So take some time to enjoy what you've accomplished. And maybe you don't look at yourself like that, right? You don't look at yourself in the sense of like, I've did all these things in my life and I'm good and I'm very proud of myself and I'm where I'm at and I'm where I need to be. Because often we like to put it on a time limit on things. Like, I wish that I wanted to be bigger or better or whatever on this age or stuff like that, right? When that's literally distrusting the universe. It's like, yeah, you gotta believe and you gotta have faith in the fact that you are where you're supposed to be. And also for the little things, even if you just quit your job and all these things, you still took that step and stood up for yourself, and decided to really put all your time and focus into this thing you want to create. That's also accomplishment, because once you feared that thing the most and now you already overcame it. But don't walk all over it. It is something to get, to acknowledge inside yourself. It's a good thing you did that. So yeah, they're saying soon you'll begin a new journey, but for now, take time to bask into the happiness of your dreams coming true. Because even though they haven't come true yet, doesn't mean it's not going to happen, because you gotta believe. That's a core message for you guys. Your angels are with you, most definitely showing up really heavily in these cards. So they just want you to enjoy life along the way and enjoy the journey. It's very important. Okay, so thank you so much if this was your card. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go and start with the last card, which is card number 5. And we have 9 of emotion, and then we have trust. Beautiful. I love how these cards both have so much green in them. Let's start. 9 of emotion. This is a magical time in your life when wishes are granted and dreams come true. It may seem that good luck is following you, but actually these happy times are just rewards for being a loving and wonderful person. Your angels are asking you to enjoy life and have more fun. Wow. Just really letting go of the fearful energy of like, I don't know if things gonna work out or not. It really is just like your dreams are coming true, and it is for you, and you do deserve these things that are coming up. Really letting go and disconnecting from the fearful energy I'm getting. I really feel these are so connected to the last message, so you might have picked 4 and 5, and this is really like an overlapping energy. Then we have the card Trust. I love this card. While your logical mind is while your logical mind is dictating and supposedly clear direction, your soul inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be the one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. So that if that isn't a clear message, then I don't know what is. It really is like, listen, don't follow the crowd. Don't do what people say you should and should not do. Trust that inner guidance. They're really they're really saying to you, like, listen, the alternative path is the way, because that's the way where you will achieve things that make you actually happy. That while you're walking this pathway towards success, right, and happiness, along the way you'll actually feel connected to the things you are achieving. This could be a lot of air energy again. Your logical mind may be the one that you consider safe and more familiar. Yes, because that's where we get trained in school, when we're young adults, everything. We just get trained in like following what's logical, what is familiar, what people have been proven in the past that would have worked. No, you gotta go against the stream with this one. You gotta go against the stream, because it will bring you so much more. It's going to bring you so much more, and just enjoy it and have fun, because what you're supposed to achieve and are what you are creating in your life right now, that has very it sort of is like a mindset of like, if you want to achieve something, you have to do things you don't like. and then you can become this or that. But it's the way you look at it. I'm feeling it's like a shift that's coming up, and it's very necessary, because this is not that just a confirmation of like, listen, hello, we're here, but we want you to go this other direction. That's why these things work for other people, but they just won't simply work for you. That's because we want you to go this direction. That's supposed to happen in your life, so you can try keep going in that direction, but it's not for you. It's not in the stars or in the cards for you, right? It's literally this direction. This will bring you way more happiness, way more fulfillment once you start walking this path and start walking in your truth. Because dare to be the outcast, because that's it. And it's actually really sad that people that live disconnected from the fears and things that they feed us every single day, that those people are still the outcasts, when that's really people living in that truth. But that's just my opinion. I'm just not gonna say anything about it. I'm just saying, like, from my own perspective and my own life experience, I've lived on both sides, and I'd much rather be on this side. And trust me, I tried it in this direction. It's not for me. Trust me. So good things are coming. Just gotta keep following this alternative path. This your direction, and that's where the coins are at as well. Beautiful message. Thank you guys so much. It wasn't a lot about love, but you can apply it in your situation, and maybe it does connect to your love situation. But like I said, I just put the cards down and I read them, and I let my intuition guide me. So sometimes it's all about love, and sometimes it's all about your personal journey. So yes, thank you so much, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a like. And I hope to see you guys on my next one. Bye. I love you guys. Bye.